Well, here we go. It's Pluto Man here again. I'm playing here a pot limit badugi tournament. Wasn't supposed to be playing tonight, but my lessons kind of got rejigged a little bit. So instead of a Thursday night, I was going to play badugi on Thursday night. I can't do that now. So I decided to play tonight instead. A bit like getting a little bit late now. I've already played one tournament that didn't last very long. This was a no limit single draw. I played it just now actually, and it blink and you missed it. It was I was happy with what I did. I think given what I knew, given the knowledge that I had, I felt I probably made the right decision. Anyway, kind of wish I'd put up a video of it because it's probably quite instructive. So I've got a 2-card draw here. I'm gonna min raise to see what happens. Okay, draw 2. Interesting that folders are running around. You get so many. I'm not gonna. He bets this. Oh, okay, he doesn't bet it. That's interesting. Bricking. Let's see, yeah, that's an easy fold. So we've got Argentina and we've got Uruguay. So I'm in a South American sandwich. Won like 4 football World Cups between them or something. Romania hasn't won any. J. Robson. Withered Wizard, that's an interesting name. It's a bit of a tongue twister actually. Withered Wizard. Muddy Lake, where's Muddy Lake? Muddy Lake from here, from Canada as well. It makes kind of sense that we're going to get Canadians here at this time. Getting a lot of Spanish commentary. They're not supposed to communicate in languages other than English. Anyway, yeah, that was an interesting single draw tournament. I started off kind of okay. Only been going 10 to 15 minutes, and then I got a table move, and there was a complete maniac at the other table, and then somebody I hadn't even seen before. The maniac was actually shoving stuff, like shoving and drawing 2 and drawing 3, and actually hitting sometimes. He built up a fairly good stack just from, I guess, or call. I mean, it's just when you're getting the sort of odds, and you've got position now that you folded. That helped. Yeah, got 50% of a 5. You limped in and drew 3. I wouldn't be doing that if I was you. My suit's alive, you see. That makes a bit of a difference. But now this is a bit awkward. 8-4-3, massively multi-way. We hang on to the 8. Check it. Draw 1. Draw 3 again. Are we going to run out of cards? Are they going to have to reshuffle the deck? Oh, you didn't discard. That's so weird. I think that's going to be my presence in this hand over with. Oh, what the hell are you doing? Man, what are you doing? Yeah. She misclicked or something. Doesn't make any sense at all. But you do see people just check down with kings and queens and stuff, and you just folded. 4. Now, the reason I'm playing this is now I'm actually going to fold. I got a crappy badugi. I don't really want to get. I could have tried to isolate him, but it's a bit. You'd be surprised how many people will call it a large raise there. So much limping, open limping. It's wow, not what I would recommend. Yeah, the reason why I did it tonight, played this. Well, I finished work at 9:30, so an hour and a quarter ago, and I don't have any work in the morning, so I'm not going to be like, because it's not worth staying up till the early hours of the morning and then have to work. It's just a really dumb idea. So dumb. Just a job you have, it's a dumb idea, but like, got a job where you're helping people. Just no. Not this. It's just. So you either seem to have two bet sizes here. You either open limp or else you pot. Whereas I generally go somewhere in between. So this was interesting. That was that hand I had. Must be on the 18th of July where I bluffed, and then I actually wimped out. I chickened out on the river because I figured he was going to call me. I showed down my bluff, which was like some kind of 3-card 9 that I snowed with, and then gave up on the river, which, you know. It says I've been running for 1 hour. I haven't. I just. The other one finished, and then I just had a break. I'm gonna get, if I stick around very long in this tournament, I'll probably get a little bit tired. Essentially, it's got a $500 guarantee, so the 440 buy-in. So obviously they don't like to give out overlays. You do see overlays sometimes though in these tournaments. Occasionally there'll be an overlay. So obviously expecting to be over 100, which is a good sized tournament really. He's down to 1188. Oh wow. I'm gonna fold actually, even to a min raise, it's just not worth it. I don't think. Well, being 85-1, but it's just such a dangerous draw. You're gonna make second best hands all the time. So that hand, my bust down, it wasn't actually my bust down hand, but it effectively was. I got down to, I don't mind the fact that he's gone. Well, I don't know. I do mind because he had a short stack and his bounty would have been in play, so I kind of did mind. This Capone guy, I haven't seen him before. Most of these people I haven't seen before. It's kind of interesting playing a tournament at a different time of day to what you normally do. So I was thinking my channel is officially called now Poker for Muppets, or PFM, and which could also stand for Pretty Fucking Mental, which some of what you see here is. But in the single draw tournament even more so. So what happened was this guy who was a maniac, who was going all in with all sorts of stuff and drawing 3, which is actually what he did on that hand. He shoved. He had a bigger stack than me. I'd had a little bit more than what I started with at that point, very early stage still. Then somebody else came, called the shove, put all his chips in, and I had on 10-9. Now I'm actually gonna. Oh, come on. I've almost 3.5 times. Got a king. It is breakable, and that's why. This is the problem with it, though, isn't it? Hey, I didn't want you in. Gosh, I'm gonna not discard. I'm just gonna bet half the pot here. Wow. I'm going to call and draw, actually. Oh, yeah, okay, I'll do that. Oh, no. That's why. That's kind of how why I got involved in the hand. I might have been drawing dead there. That was the only problem. Also, hasn't been a good start to this tournament. Looks like it wasn't a particular. Well, the start was okay for that tournament, but the last one that I crashed and burned very quickly. So down to about 3/4 of what I started with. Not desperate yet, but. Well, I should have bet more on the flop there, but I don't think it would have made a difference there. If he got out of the way. Okay. Robson's gone now too. So got him again. So he was actually on my first table in the other tournament. Good news is if I do bust out of this early on, well then I can get to bed, which I'll be quite happy with. Of course, we've got a break coming up actually. Hold this in this position. So I had a 10-9. That's what I had in that hand. So he, the maniac shove, the person who I hadn't seen in my life before. Now I didn't know if he knew the rules or what. He called the shove. He put all his chips in, and then I sort of deliberated. I was thinking, what am I going to do now? I've got a 10-9, pat 10-9. The guy, the initial shover, I'm probably way ahead of what he's got, probably, because if he's shoving what he's shoving. And the second guy, well, who knows? So I thought, well, I'll fold this. In the end, I kind of thought about it, tanked really, and then I called. I think that was the right thing to do, given what I knew. I had the second guy, I had no idea about him at all, hadn't seen him show down a hand or anything. But he had a 98, and I had like 300 chips after that hand. So this is, and then I think I busted out the very next hand actually, probably. So anyway, it's break time. I'll be back very shortly, pretty shortly. So back underway. Involved with this, and a Romanian has just appeared to my right. I'm guessing this is his name is, I haven't seen him before. I'm guessing his name is Konstantin something. Just looks like he's potted this. I'll abbreviate Konstantin as just CTIN, and you've repotted. Ooh, what are you gonna do? Oh wow. Oh god, everything's getting in. I think he's got a monster, I'm pretty sure of it. And maybe you don't know what you're doing at all. Or maybe you do and you're deliberating whether to draw. If I had any hand that I was deliberating, I was drawing two. Hell. Wow. I'd love to know what he's drawing two again. I'd love to know what he actually was drawing to. What his other two cards are. Oh, wow. You had a king! Oh my crikey. So he got eliminated on the very first hand he played. That's kind of clever. So he's. I'll probably never see him again. I'll probably never see you again. It's not 330, so it's 440. PLB. DKR. Okay, DKR. Don't know rules. Doesn't know rules. Doesn't know the rules. Okay. Best star user. Where's he from? Oh, he's from the UK. Didn't expect that. Yeah. Wow. He was happy to get it. I mean, maybe he'd seen the guy before. Maybe he just took a hunch, took a punt that this guy didn't know what he was doing. Because that's what I tried to do in the single draw tournament, but it was somebody I'd never seen before. And I thought, well, they might have just not have seen him because I don't normally play at this time of day. And he did know what he was doing at a 98. And the other guy he drew 3. The guy who shoved originally drew 3. I don't know what he made. That doesn't, I mean, he didn't make better than a 9, didn't make any kind of hand. He didn't make a pair or an ace or something. I can't remember. Irrelevant, basically. Yeah, so that other interesting hand before then, I had a few interesting hands in a fairly short space of time. One that I remember was, I'm not quite in this position, I was on the button, I had 88843, so I decided, and it folded round to me, so I thought, well, uh, I'm just gonna open it up and pat it, right? That was my plan, and I raised to 3 times or something, and one of the blinds, it was this Gerasim guy who was in that space there before, in this tournament, before the guy, the one hand wonder came in, and and this Gerasim, he called from the blinds, and then and then he patted. It's like, oh God! So I decided to draw to my 8-4-3 to discard the other 2 8s, and I missed, which is not hardly surprising. I think I hit a pair of 4s or a pair of 5s, a pair of 4s or something. Fold now. But I'm assuming. Oh, hang on a sec. Actually, well, I think the folding is the right thing to do anyway, regardless. But this guy clearly doesn't know what he's doing. Wow. Oh my God, you've got no idea what you're doing. I don't think, anyway. But the trouble is with that was there was a third player in the hand. Oh, he's completely clueless. Okay. Well, he did make a badugi. Oh my God. So, I don't know. That was so weird. It seems like he knew what he was doing in terms of the rules, but then, and for you kind of dodged a bullet there in the end. Seem to know the rules, but I think we have to put him on green because whatever he's doing is totally nonsensical. I haven't made a good start. I mean, I haven't won 0 hands so far, which that will have to change at some point, clearly. But it might not. He's come back in. Oh, wow. Oh, how interesting. Of course, it means he's got more chips than I had. Gosh. I've got 4 different suits, but 2 pair. Doesn't happen too often. It's been a great evening of poker for me so far, but let's see. So this seat here has been hot. It's been at least 3 occupants of this seat in the time I've been here. So that's not good. He wants to, he's rates potted it. I would be happy to, I would be 3-betting a lot of stuff there. I wouldn't be calling very much, I don't think. So he's gone to 725. Wonder what he's going to do here. He's going to shove or something. Whoa, I think you've got a good hand. How many? All bets are off here. 2, okay. You're going to pot? Yep. That's what I'd probably do here too. Oh, Christ. Oh, wow. Oh, for God's sake. Jeebus. It says better to be lucky than good. When you had a 9, I mean, you had a really good hand there. I think, like, sent some sort of... Yeah. We meet. He's shocked. He's amazed. Well... I mean, he almost made the best hand the first time, too. Muddy Lake still got a decent stack, but... So it's better to be lucky than good. Do 2, then 2 again, and then 1 or something. What do you actually have there? Do you have ace 2? This is the thing, I'm guessing he had ace 2 or ace 3 or something, and he doesn't understand that actually just having that to start with is, it's not actually very good. What's his hand exactly? Yeah, he probably had the ace 2, or probably the ace 2 to start with. Which by itself is not actually worth very much. I'm guessing... I'll even write this. Massively overplays. I'm going to say ace 2 because I think that's what it was. Both times. So I'm not getting any hands. I can play anything I can do anything with. Maybe, you know, if you raise it or something. Alright, well, I get a free look. I'll keep the 5. I'll completely whiff that. For some reason, nobody bets. Well, then I'm going to draw 3 again. We're going to run out of cards. We're going to... Okay, I'll do another shot at this. Well, this time I'll probably draw 1, but I doubt I'll get the opportunity to do so. Yeah, fold. Fold 8 as fast as you can. Are you going to fold? Do you have a fold button? You have 1. How many did you draw? 4. 1. This one is course we got a 1 as well. Yeah, okay. They're both. So did he hit on the river on the last draw? Looks like he might not have done actually. Half the pot. Let's see. I'm going to check raise, is he? Huh. What's he going to do? Oh, he's going to all in here. Oh shit. Oh, that was silly. I don't know what the hell you were playing at there. Absolutely no idea. The problem with this is that I've got just nothing. I'll actually draw 4 here. Nobody raises, that's probably what I'll do. Now I have to fold. That's unfortunate that there's a bounty very much in play. And justice was kind of, well, served there because... Oh shit. Oh dear. See why this is called Poker for Muppets, can't you? We're on one. There's that 592. That's interesting. Nobody's Pat, right? Somebody's Pat? Well, you had the best hand. You had a... Wow. You got rid of him, and you. And he's come back again. Got a call here, just because it's. I've got the suits here. My suit's alive. Somebody like pots or whatever. I'm gonna have to get out of the way, sadly. Like that, like this, yeah. So nothing to get out of the way with that. Shame, but anything to do. So the problem with that is that there's dead money there then. So I've actually survived longer than I did in the other tournament in terms of time. Maybe in terms of hands as well, I don't know. Without actually, I haven't won any hands yet. Oh, that'll happen, that happens. It's been going really card dead actually. I was just struggling, so there's a lot of... This one go as well, nothing here. So the last video I put up was an epic 6-hour. I think I put it in 7 parts. The 7th part was tiny, which was actually the most interesting part of the lot, I think. It's got the date on it, the 1st of August. So if you can find that one, I think I actually put in the title "Watch This," kind of almost implying don't need to watch any of the other ones if you don't really want to, but please do watch this one. That was part 7 of 7, which lasted about 10 minutes. His best star usually, that's definitely not. He's definitely not the best stars user. Weird name. Yeah, well done for betting. You should have bet more there, I think. What did he have? 753, okay. I wouldn't mind a table move in some ways, even though the star user is here. Just such a weird name. I would never want to have user as my user. Oh, maybe he's thinking the best user name. I hadn't thought of that. He's from Canada as well. This is Muddy Lake. It's got a nice name. Belgium, Russia, UK, Ukraine, and me. Do a mix. This is third shot at this, I suppose. It's third shot. Can I read this? What's his fourth? Oh, it's his fourth shot. This is definitely his last hurrah. Looks like he's actually got a badugi now. 3180, yeah, okay. 3 times, you're allowed to rebuy 3 times. Once he's been knocked out this time, that is it. He's playing sudden death. Nothing to go on at the moment. 4 people with fewer chips than me. None of them are at this table. There's 7 tables going at the moment. Must have 7 sevens of 49. Because oh, okay. Now I'll tell you something funny happened last night. I met some British people here. Now that is an enormous rarity. This was a couple who just moved here. Like they'd literally moved to Mishra the day before. They spent a year in Bucharest. Oh God! Oh dear me! And oh God, sorry. The dust got up my nose there. Anything's been getting up my nose this evening. And what's going to happen? Someone's going to lose some chips. So you're going to pot here or something? I think I all nearly did. Not like 85% of the pot or something. I have a very poor 2-card draw here. I'll only play if it folds around to me. Anybody raises, I'm out of here like this. Absolutely nothing to go on. So to pot this, I don't know. I'm guessing he probably has got a badugi. But now I have a badugi, but what do I do here? I've got to fold now, unfortunately. It's been tempting to 3-bet him, go with it, but I don't know whether I would have done that. With the second player in as well, you have to fold there. You go all in here, what's it going to do? Because you're actually with a king badugi 3-way. Oh wow, so both that, yeah. Fold again here. Cool. Oh, he seems to be doing that with almost anything. Is he going to call or re-raise, or what's he going to do? Wouldn't be surprised if at least gets involved here in some capacity. There's 2, yeah. How many for you? 2 wouldn't shock me. 3 would. Or just 1, okay. I bet. I'll be surprised if we don't see a 600 bet from you. Assuming you don't donk. Quite speedy then. Okay, now we've got ulaz. Which that word means, I know in Serbian it means entry, entrance. Ulaz and izlaz. Izlaz is exit. I guess it might mean that in Russian too, but I don't know. I don't know Russian. Very similar though. God, kind of similar. These Slavic languages have quite a lot in common. Let me just bet 300. I wasn't expecting you to, yeah, you did, you donked there. Well, yeah. Yeah, you bet. Despite being a car behind on the previous draw, I don't. It's all in. Oh, maybe. Oh, yeah, okay, well, that's fair enough. 3, 2, 1. Now I have something very, very nice to go on here. I'm actually gonna put that amount. 3 bet. Okay. Okay. Maybe I'll just pot this actually. Okay, is he fat? No, he's not. Oh wow. Okay, that's an interesting hand. No, I decided to. I thought it was orange. Well, I don't think there was any orange. I'm going to move you away from orange now. Okay, now he's. I couldn't get involved that time. Didn't expect you to have complete junk like he had there. It was junk that still could have beaten my hand though. This is an interesting thing about this, is that I've played 40 hands, I've only won 1, and I've got 130% of what I started with, 33% of what I started with. So it's, you know, that's interesting for a start. I was a big favourite against what he had. I mean, I would have played that the same if I hadn't hit that 9. But hitting that 9 was you know, helpful, kind of. Maybe think, well, gave me a better chance of winning for sure. But of course, I didn't expect him to just do what he did there. He's getting it all in. Interesting. Now I get a table move. Busier. Interesting word. What a vizier is. It's I always think it's an object, but it's actually a person. Vizier is not doing too well. So it's a rank of some description. You know, So yeah, it's a Muslim high official, especially in Turkey, under Ottoman rule. How interesting. Now I have a badugi. I'd like you to get it in here. That's good. But the thing is, like, nobody else is. I'm going to actually fold. It's very tight doing this, but when, yeah, I have to put so much of my stack in. If you hadn't done that, I think I would have. I mean, I could be behind your hand here. You could have a better hand immediately, but you know. So, but the thing is, a jack is so far behind. What is it? Jack 9 is behind. Like you don't have good equity. You've got 5-way, even 4-way if you take him out of the equation. It's unlikely to end up being the best hand. You see exactly like 3 people making it 8 or better there. And that's going to be unusual, but yeah, no, it was a nice hand. What's the shaman going to do? Well, I'm going to oh Christ! All right, well, I will fold then. Okay. It's a little bit different though, because he's got so many chips. I expect him to play quite aggressively. Ooh, okay. Vizier's come back, you know. Oh, okay. Gonna put them all in. Okay, that's helpful. I don't know what the hell you were doing with a 2-card draw. Up to 5,000. I'm going to a bit hair and scarum somehow this, but no. I was surprised that he folded, but I mean, it was a big help that you did. It was a real. If you come over the top to repot or something, I might actually have folded there. I'm just wondering whether I needed to pot there, whether I could have bet a little bit smaller, and then to try and keep him in. I don't know. I'm guessing he completely bricked there. If he'd actually hit something, he might have called. Who knows? What's interesting, I'm still in the bottom half of players in the tournament, even though I've got 5,000. I started on 3, so a lot of people have not been knocked out already. So yeah, 61 eliminations so far. That doesn't mean 61 players, because that's just amazing. Oh god, you had. Oh, I probably should have called there. You know, he was on 72. It's just this or limped, open limped or something. Thing is, you're going to face that kind of thing quite often. I don't mind just folding like I did there. Could go either way. Because you've got a $2 bounty. I didn't even notice. You should be paying a lot more attention to this sort of thing. Trouble is, I couldn't. Nice if he actually won this hand. He started with 72, didn't he? So the 360 is in play for you. Oh, crikey. Wow. There's just... It's kamikaze. We're seeing kamikaze stuff all over the place. Join one. One again. Ow. Jesus. What's he gonna do? He's draw again, I suppose, isn't he? On Pat. That'd be really cool if you Pat. Oh. Oh, you have the best hand. Well, that's kind of cool. Keeps his bounty in play. But again, I have junk. He's going to get it all in here. Is he going to raise to 350? I think I can call. I mean, maybe I can if nobody else comes in. I think I can't call this. I'm sure as hell can't call that. So, damn. His range will be very wide there. Oh damn! I was hoping you were going to hit, but no such luck. 425. Only a good tournament. You are. Yeah. I'm actually going to fold. Seems a bit tight, but what's he got? 5662. Gosh. Not. Two. Okay. Damn. How many? I could hit better than that, which is basically because you should be betting there every time, and it. Oh god, that's a bit unfortunate. I managed to completely miss there. Oh, that's a shame. I didn't need to raise as much as that. I could have raised it as 200. That would have done the trick actually with him in that position. So I'm trying to raise a bit more. I don't want to give away my hand or any hand strength or anything. But, 1-2 hands so far to 52. So, you are. I don't know, most of these people, it's interesting playing this time of night. Having a lot of people who are just unknown. Bet. Oh, okay, that does make sense. You're on the last. It's the river. I wasn't aware that it was the river. So you... Wow. What do I do here? Someone 3-bets me. Oh dear. So many people in this pot now. Last thing I wanted was to get all this action. It plays so well. It plays well as a heads-up pot, this does. And this is the problem, right? So you do that, and I have to fold. I have no choice but to fold there. It's very, very frustrating. It's just like worst case scenario. You get 3 callers, and then someone does that. It's like, just no. I mean, of course, he might have a draw. He could well have a draw, but he doesn't, you see. So there's, yeah, you're putting your whole life. There's no need to do that. There's enough bad players here for you to not have to do that. Or you hit somebody hits a 7. There's no this time. What's going to happen this time? A little bit bigger, tiny bit bigger. Okay, well because he's being so aggressive, what did he have? Queen 8 that time. Just going to max this out because I don't. Okay, I'm going to. Oh, well, I win. Well, that was very fortunate, but just because of his shenanigans up to that point, so I could even have a worse badugi than that. Half of all badugis are worse than that. I mean, he's a maniac. That's really what we're talking about. You have to fold this one. I've got nothing anyway, so makes life quite hard actually. Sometimes if you play against a maniac. But, yeah, okay. I think that's all I need to say. 440. I was debating whether I should have got involved before with the 3-2-1 as well. He's got 4-3-4. Jeez. So very nearly. I mean, I was only like flipping against what he had there. Obviously going to get it all in there. Now, he's his pat now. God damn it. Now you're Pat as well. Everyone's name's Pat, and you win. Oh, Jesus. Didn't want to see that. Yikes. Because I keep saying, it's much better being lucky than good in this game. Much better being lucky than good. Fold this. Hello. That Luger or Luger? I don't know. Luger or Luger? I don't know. I'm sticking out at the moment. 3185. It's because I've actually got position on him this time, but it's a small raise this time. These are not getting through at all. I'm not. Well, here's the first time that one of these is actually managed to get a fold there. Look at the lobby now. It's got almost 40,000. Haven't been anywhere near getting a bounty. That happens quite a lot to me here, actually. I managed to get the chip up. I was lucky there. I said lucky, but I was kind of flipping against what you had there. It's a slight favourite, that was all, just a slight favourite. Fold this one, not worth getting involved. Okay. I didn't want to call here. Goes folded, okay. Difficult thing here is that... How? Four-way, this is horrible, honestly. It's just horrible. Four-way. So that helps a bit, the fact that you drew two. Oh god. Get that amount. Fold, okay. Dear me. Do. Oh, I have to fold now, I've got no choice. That's the problem with this. Going four-way with this hand was just a killer. Yeah, did the right thing. Very difficult to know how to play that hand though. Well, it's just a very awkward position. You just don't want that many callers. Just got to hope it holds up and then... Okay. I really need to bet bigger on the flop there. Do you want to... Of course, I mean, that smallest bet on the turn, I sometimes will play a monster pat hand that way too. But yeah, I got out of the way there. Muddy Lake is back. Okay. Weird tournament this has been. And we're still miles from late registration ending too. Not helpful. Half an hour left. That's crazy. What's Dave doing here? I just... Jesus. Okay, so you're hitting well. You had a 7, a very smooth 7, then you had a 6-5-3-2, so fold this. How much can you do if someone's going to hit that sort of stuff? I'll stay out of trouble here. Thing is, that hand there, he's not going to be bluffing there, I don't think, because there's a short stack there as well. He's likely to call. So, yeah. This one go. $19.20, still short stack. This one go as well. And that's already marking you out as probably a bit of a not a good player. The fact that you just limp in, especially in that sort of position. It says I'm happy 2 hours. Well, I haven't been there for 2 hours. This tournament has been going for, well, it's 2 hours since I started. Since I opened up Poker Stars, that's what that means. This tournament's been going for just over an hour. Just getting it all in. See what he's got. We don't actually see anything here, actually. I don't even know the rules, I've got no idea. Drawing again. Okay. Yeah, he doesn't even know the rules. Okay. Nice and stuff here, isn't that just? Yep. DKR. It doesn't let me do that because it's not in the game anymore. It's just a very frustrating little aspect of this. He doesn't let you change somebody's colour when they're not playing. Just little things that shouldn't occur. It should let you change somebody's colour even after they've been eliminated. It should, without having to go back. You don't need to awkwardize it like that. You actually no idea what you were doing. Interesting that I think I would probably draw there most of the time. Flash McFlash. Well, he's buying in now. Anybody who buys in now probably is probably doing something they shouldn't be doing. Okay, oh god, how many? Oh, one. Okay. Ah. So check this. We pat sometimes here actually. No. No, I don't have a good hand. That was a value. That was a value. Raise pre. I was hoping. Okay, I'm completely. Break this. The subject's. Oh dear me. Not quite going my way at the moment, is it? Now I'm folding this. A little bit unfortunate that I mean, he might have had 765 to begin with. He might not have done. I was a bit unfortunate. I didn't improve at all because the 843 has potential. You can improve as well as hitting an 8 badugi immediately off the bat. There, you can also hit. What else can you hit? Vastly improve your 3-card hand to 432, 431, 543. And the other thing you can do is improve your 3-card hand and then hit a badugi. You can make an absolute monster with that sometimes. Or you can completely break 3 times in a row. Muddy Lake's gone again, but you can still buy it if you want. You could raise this up on the button, well not now, you have an opportunity. Small open there. Funny tournament this, hasn't it? Sticking around, but the Shaman 28.5. So I've gone down near the bottom of the league again. There are 7 players with not as many chips as me. You see, well, now there are 9 actually, but 34 left. 122. So 90, but 30 rebuys. It's a lot. A lot of rebuys in this tournament. Start to see things tighten up a bit now, though. Next one over, I'm raising it, but not from here. So my M, if you want to talk in, well, at the moment it's about 15, and soon in 6 minutes it'll be down to 11. Well, minus. It depends on what happens with the blinds that when I get through the blinds. We'll have break time before that though. We're approaching midnight here in Timisoara. Flash McFlash. It should be Flashy McFlash Face. Well, it doesn't quite fit, does it? You haven't got enough letters for that, but especially as he's British. Yeah, so the break's coming after this hand. So yeah, I mean, been running so hot the last sort of 20 minutes or whatever it is, maybe 15. I can't really remember, but yeah, it is break time. We have a big stack here, pretty big stack here. 2 people with sort of probably average stacks in the tournament, still a hell of a lot more than me. And here's me, and there's Flashman, and here's break time.